Hey everybody, thanks for coming back for another episode of Get Outside with Outdoor Evan. Today I've been walking through the forest, checking out an area that I've been clearing a privet and using that privet to create swales. Those swales are helping slow down the flow of water through the creek when it overflows, helping capture sediment and other nutrients in the area, along with acorns from further upstream. I'm hoping that this will help this little bit of habitat look a little prettier in the future. Anyway, let's go check it out. I've been cutting the privet and then stacking it into a pile so that it makes a nice barrier. The reason for this is I've been trying to make swales where leaves get caught and then other organic material like silt, sand, and clay, essentially allowing me to form new land in this bottomland space. Making these was exceptionally simple. All I did was take the material that I'd cut down, the old Chinese privet. Tara came out and helped, and stack it. Tara kept an eye on things. It rained recently. That rain pushed leaves that had been falling from trees down the water, which got caught in the tiny little branches and bigger branches, forming a big pile. You can even see further down how the silt is captured on some of these leaves. That's future soil, or that's soil for this area. Because of this swale that had been created, when I added these other branches, water had to go way back here before it was able to spill over. That meant that over this way, water came in and it got into this area, and as it settled and went down, it left acorns. These acorns will eventually grow, hopefully, into future trees. Will all of them make it? Not likely, but that's why there's so many. As the water recedes, the leaves that were pushed with the current remain and begin to form new land masses. As you can see here to the right, there's been a substantial buildup from the wild. This was one of the first areas that had the berms put in place as I made a trail through the area. This area is able to hold water, allowing it to settle into the water table and help store water here for the future drier months. These willow oak acorns are commonly found in wet areas. As you can see, there are plenty of them around. So, what do you think? Are there any animals that'll eat those acorns? Willow oak acorns can be eaten by several species of mammals, along with a couple different species of birds. Even we can eat willow oak acorns when they're prepared properly. Even with the freshly fallen leaves on top, you can still see how the other leaves have been pressed against each other by the water that was flowing through the area and being held back by these sticks. In removing the privet from this area, it's really opened it up to sunlight. The idea for this came from when I found this old tree stand hanging out in the woods wandering one day. As you can see, cleared out a good bit, and I've got berms that go all over this place. Thanks again for joining me as we checked out the berms that I built here out of Chinese privet, an invasive plant that is growing along this stream side. Tara and I are going to get back to our hike, and we appreciated your time. Hope to see you next time. Thanks.